Here, man. I got this for you. It's a little strong, but something tells me you're gonna need it.
Thanks, but I think it won't be enough.
So I still don't get it. What the hell was that all about? I mean, he had the ability to pretty much wipe us both out when he could with a single stroke of his hand, but he didn't for whatever reason.
Beats the hell out of me.
And more importantly, he had you hostage for months, and yet all he did was force you to watch bad YouTube videos?
It was horrible. I watched fake pranks, tween bloggers, and Keemstar.
Oh, sounds rough, man. Very rough. What is this guy's deal, though? That's what I really want to know. Why is he after us?
From what I could tell, he was way more interested in you.
Me? Why would he... Oh, you have to excuse me one second. I have to check my email that just popped up. You gonna be okay?
For now.
Alright, fine. Alright, let's check the old email and... Oh hey! ZGM Productions have come out with a new short film. Well, let's see what those crazy college kids have made this time. Surely this time around they have something that is fun, entertaining, and...
No, just shut up, Isabel! Just shut up! You told me you loved me! Shut up!
What the fuck? Well, I guess you know what the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And in the case of my homie Christian Hanna over at ZGM Productions, Death and Despair is the perfect way to go. So last year, I had the pleasure of reviewing one of his more finer films attached, which you can view right here. He sent me another email in regards to reviewing another short film of his. And how can I not pass up another fine opportunity from another up-and-coming filmmaker? Oh right, Patreon. Yeah, he just so happens to send this video to me right before I finalize all of my Patreon requests and reward tiers. But a promise is a promise, and since I didn't quite get any of his questions answered during our little interview, I'm just gonna pretty much just wing it and go right off the bat. According to the description on Vimeo, The Talk in the Night is a film about a guy who, after committing a heinous crime, a man has an encounter with the uncanny. Short films, everybody! So let's get right into this. This is A Talk in the Night. So our film begins with some fine late night driving and...
Also narration.
Yes, CinemaSins, we are aware of that as well.
Oh, I know. Are we gonna talk about how you were laying naked with that backstabbing piece of...
Sit down.
Calm down. After all, this video does have a mature rating after all. So the husband, Greg, is having a bit of a marital spat with his wife, Isabel, and apparently this leads to a frustrated Greg overreacting as badly as my little brother until...
No, just shut up, Isabel! Just shut up!
The what the fuck moment comes in. So Craig kills his wife and goes for a little drive to the nearest hipster bar to get a drink. And after a minute of just a bunch of rambling going on, we get the stranger who can instantly silence an entire room.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
So this suave-looking stranger tells Greg a story about a guy who puts his dog down after the pet bit the child after the kid stabs it in the leg. The reason he is telling this story is because the stranger believes that humans think that they have a right to take lives, when in reality, it is not their choice to kill at all. Coincidence?
Well, it's great to meet you, sir. Thanks for the cigarette. Enjoy the rest of your night.
I know what you did tonight, Craig.
Oh, So the smooth-talking stranger pulls Greg back, telling him that there is a balance in this world and every action does have a consequence. And then the stranger offers Greg a drink called Red Death. A little on the nose, don't you think? Yeah, thought so. And that pretty much concludes the film. Now normally I would give you info on the video with critical responses to awards or anything else along the lines, but as I said before, since Christian Hanna hasn't responded to any of my emails for the questions that I have asked him, I'm just going to give you my review right now because fuck it. The Talk in the Night had only two good things going for itself, and that is camera work and this old guy who reminds me of a suave Arlo Givens. As for everything else, the actor who plays Greg was a little over the top, the background noise got annoying at times, and I felt like a quarter of this flick had way too much padding of long drawn out silence and noise. 2 out of 5, link in the description box below, next review. Stress of a Soldier is a 6-minute short film from Samro Productions. It's about an American soldier named Rocky Blunt who has finally arrived home after fighting in World War II for over 2 years. However, he is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder due to the horrifying things that he has witnessed, such as deaths, battles, destruction, and most notably, Nazi concentration camps. Oh boy, another flick about death and destruction. Let's take a look. The video starts with Rocky getting dropped off as he walks towards his home and is greeted by his grandfather.
Glad to know you're still in one piece. Can only imagine what you're going through.
Hey, do you think I can use that little bit of clip that I can use for future reviews down the road? Really? Are you sure? Cool, thanks man. So his grandfather asks Rocky if he ever wants to talk about his wartime ordeal, that he can always talk to him. Later that night, Rocky tries to get some sleep, but his nightmares from war come back to haunt him.
Some Ethan Bradbury?
You alright?
Grandpa, oh my. So Rocky goes for a little walk with some narration playing in the background for the main character. It mostly talks about how horrible it was to be at those concentration camps, prays that no one else will ever do something like this again, and that's it. The end. However, this one was a little bit better than the other one, using those green screen effects pretty well, and the acting itself wasn't really quite over the top like the other guy was. For the most part, it was fairly okay, and yes, before you say anything, I'm fairly aware of some of the slight inconsistencies with the time periods of how things didn't quite match up with 1945. However, this is just a basic filmmaker with a shoestring budget. So with that, I'm just gonna let that one slide and give this guy's film a solid 3 out of 5. And if you guys want to see his videos as well, you should check the link in the description box below.
Wow, that was pretty short even for you.
Well, what else can I say? I mean, it's been a very long and exhausting month for the both of us.
Dude, you need to take a break.
I really do. If only there was a place where I could just go somewhere, relax, and recharge my batteries for the week. What's this? Stockton Con.